We're going to work with word problems today. So what you guys are continuing with, right? Okay. What do you like about word problems? Do you like anything about them? Okay, what do you not like about them? Accounting. Okay.
The counting back.
Okay. Anything else you don't like about them?
Make up words.
All the words that are in there. Sometimes that makes the problem confusing. Yeah. Does it kind of make math easier to relate to, though? In other words, when you read a word problem, do you go, "Oh, I sometimes do that"? No? Maybe? Okay. No. Sometimes when I read word problems and they're talking about cats or apples or something, I can kind of like, oh, yeah, I kind of go through that when I buy my apples. I have to buy so many and then I eat them. So it kind of helps me relate to the problems a little bit. Okay. Well, we're going to be working with just the, just adding and subtracting word problems today, right? Okay. Can you tell me some words that mean to add? Do you remember any off the top of your head? How would I know if I needed to add something?
You would plus it.
I would plus it, but how would I know that? If I looked, for example, take a look at your first word problem in here. Make sure you guys are on the same. Wrong? No, flip it over though. What kind of words would tell me if I needed to add or subtract? Look at just that first problem. You see any words in there that help you add or subtract? Or tell you what to do, I should say?
Yes.
What?
Sam's cat jumped 6
Yep.
craft. So it jumped 6 craft and jumped 3.
6 craft.
6.
Yep.
It was a cat jumped 3 craft sticks.
But does that help us know if we have to add the numbers together or subtract them? Nope. Let's keep reading. Can you keep reading for me?
Father, how much?
Wait a minute. Start here.
Which cat
Jumped.
farther? How much farther did it jump?
So are we adding those or are we subtracting those?
Adding.
How do you know if you're adding?
Because there's 6, there's 3.
Can I borrow your pencil for a minute? Oh, never mind. You can have your pencil. I have my own pencil. Okay, Sam's cat jumped 6, so I'm going to draw 6 craft sticks, okay? Make sure I get the right number here. Sam's cat jumped 6 craft sticks. Rose's cat jumped 3 craft sticks. Which cat jumped further? And you said we were going to do what?
We are going to plus them.
What do you think we're going to do? Minus. Why do you think minus? What if I told you we were going to subtract them, but we got to find out why? There's a key word in there. What if I said this word right here? When we see the word farther, we're going to know that we're going to subtract. Okay? Now, when you guys start doing problems, you have a way of going through and finding key information. So what is it you're supposed, when you look at a word problem, what are you supposed to circle? Do you remember?
The words?
Not the words. Remember what you're supposed to circle when you look at it? I circled that. That's probably confusing. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. But when you see...
the number.
The number. So why don't we go ahead and circle the numbers in that problem?
Because...
Okay, and then what are you supposed to underline? Not his name. You're supposed to underline the word that tells you if you're going to add or subtract. And I accidentally circled it. But why don't we go ahead and underline that?
Lisa.
Yeah, you can erase it. I don't mean to get you guys confused. I'm sorry. Okay, and what's the last thing we're supposed to do? Do you remember?
Circle the...
We circled the numbers. We underlined the important word that tells us if we're going to add or subtract. We're going to cross out what?
6.
We're going to cross out everything else we don't need. So go ahead and cross everything out. You're going to want that one. Okay, and we're going to want to keep this word right there, because that's our key word that tells us to subtract. So we're going to want that one. So let's underline that one. Okay, so now how do we take what we have circled and underline? How do we turn that into a equation?
So we would do 6 minus 3
Very good.
equals...
What does 6 minus 3 equal? Well, let's write 6 minus 3 in your box.
You can go get your counters.
Can I show you something for a minute?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Okay, we're going to go like this. We're going to take the 6 and put it over the 3, but the minus sign, we're going to put it off to the side. Okay? Because now this looks like a division problem. And we don't want to do division yet, do we?
No.
No. We're not quite ready for that yet. Okay. And I'll just put a big line underneath it. There we go. So now we got to find out what 6 minus 3 is. Would you like to use your counters too?
9.
So we're subtracting. You're adding. Let's try one more time.
We chop fingers off if I hold them up.
3.
Okay. Did you start with 6? Okay, and how many did you take away?
3.
I think we should recount those. I think we may have had an extra one to start with. Okay. I'll go ahead and move. We want 6 total.
My 6.
Okay, let's get rid of this one because that's an extra one. Okay, and then how many did it say we needed to take away?
3.
Okay, let's do that.
My 3 can't fit.
Hmm?
My 3 can't fit.
Just kind of make it, just kind of squish it in, I guess. We'll make it work.
Yeah, they both 3.
So how many craft sticks further did Sam's cat jump? What was our answer?
6.
What was our answer?
3.
3. Okay, so that cat jumped 3 sticks more. Okay, let's look at the next problem. What do we need to go through and circle? Oh wait, sorry. Let's read it. Can you, since she read the last one, can you read this one to me? Rabbit.
Rabbit jump.
Mm-hmm.
8. Falls.
Let's see. Let's go like this. You know what this word is? Let's sound it out. Skit.
Bus.
Basketballs.
Basketball.
Or basketball. Sorry. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep going.
Play.
Player. Steps.
Steps.
Then
Then it jumps 5
mm-hmm.
basketball. Playing.
Player. Steps.
Steps. How many
How far?
it jump in
Off. Okay. So a rabbit jumped 8 basketball player steps. Then it jumped 5 basketball player steps. How many did it jump in all? Okay, what do we need to circle? Okay, no, we're looking at this one. You're skipping up. Skipping to the next one. Okay, so what do you remember what we circle? We circle the numbers. So let's go through and find the numbers for that one.
So can I write an 8 up here?
We can, but just wait just a minute. Okay, let's look at that word problem, and we got to figure out if we're adding or subtracting. Do we see the key word that tells us if we add or subtract? Okay, I'll give you a clue. It's actually 2 words that tell us. We're going to underline in all. So when you see in all in a word problem, do we add or subtract, do you think?
Add.
Very good. Okay, so let's write our word problem in the box.
Oh, pencil. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were gonna add, right? Okay, so what'd you put right there? There we go. Now it looks right. Okay. Should we go ahead and figure out what our answer is? What did you get?
2.
Were we adding or were we subtracting? Let's try to set up 8 more bears.
All done.
Okay, so we have 8 bears, right? Wait a minute, let's recount that. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have an extra one. Okay, so he jumped 8 basketball player steps. So here's 8 steps. But then he jumped how many more?
5.
5, so we have to add 5 more. Okay, so how many did he jump in all? And we said in all means adding, so. Okay, let's try, reread the third one for us? Let's try the next one.
Ken jumped 8 sticks. Max jumped 7 craft sticks. How much farther did Max jump than him?
Okay, what's the first thing we do with these problems? Okay, what's the next thing we do? Okay, and remember you're going to underline this one. I messed you up by circling it the first time. I'm sorry. Nope, just this word right here. Just the one that you circled. We're just going to underline it. So there's that word further again. What did further mean?
Jumped farther.
Farther. Yep, I'm sorry. What did that mean though? Do we add or subtract when we see that word?
Subtract.
Subtract, very good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and write our new word problem out. Okay, wait a minute. What did we say? When we looked at the same word farther up here, what did it mean? Add or subtract?
Minus.
Okay. So when we see it here, we're going to want to subtract again. There you go. Okay, so what is our answer?
He can work on writing his numbers to 100 on that grid to start with, because that's independent. It should be in there.
Do you think it? Okay. First of all, when we start looking at the way you guys write this, do we usually put the larger number on top or the smaller number on top?
Bigger.
The bigger number. Let's go ahead and rewrite that and put the larger number on top. Okay, hold on. Let's go back and recount these bears. How many bears are we starting with?
10.
Okay, let's go back out and count 10 bears. 9, 10. Okay. Now how many are we subtracting?
8.
Okay. Now how many bears do we have left?
2.
Okay. Okay, let's go on to the next page.
This page or this page?
We're gonna go that page. We're just gonna jump around. I think we started at the end. That's okay though.
Yeah, because their names are up front.
Yep. Okay. Let's try this one. Can you read that one for me? Please.
Sam jumped
Very good.
2 balls,
You remember what?
basketballs,
Players. Steps. Then
then him
he.
jumped 3 basketballs,
Basketball. Player.
steps. Then he jumped 4 basketballs,
There you go.
steps,
Wait.
players, steps.
Okay.
How many?
Wait a minute. What was that second word? How
Many
far?
are
Yep.
there?
Did.
Did he jumped in? How?
All. Okay. So Sam jumped 2 basketball player steps. Then he jumped 3 basketball player steps. And then he jumped 4 basketball player steps. How many did he jump in all? What's the first thing we need to do? Remember what the first thing we need to do is?
Circle the numbers.
Very good. You found that one right away, didn't ya? Okay, now we got to underline the key word that tells us if we're going to add or subtract. Okay. add?
That needs add.
Okay, this one's a little different. Why is this one a little bit different than what we did last
Because
time?
it has 3 numbers.
But are we going to do it the same way?
No. Yes. Yes.
Yep, we're going to do it the same way. We just have more numbers to work with.
So now we're going to write it?
Yep, now we're going to go ahead and write it.
So 2,
Yeah.
4, 2 plus 3.
Wait a minute. Okay, when we write, let's pull my paper in here.
4 goes first.
We can write this 2 ways. We can go 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals, we can write it like that, or we can write it like this. 2, 3, 4. Or we can write it on top of each other like you guys were doing with the other problems. It's your choice. Okay, so we'll go ahead and pick a way that you want to write it, and we'll go ahead and start trying to solve it.
I'm doing 4
Okay,
first.
let's take this plus sign and put it right here. Okay. Okay, but let's add the other 2 numbers in there as well, though. Okay, so we have 2 plus 3 plus 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and start getting your bears. Let's see how many you jumped in all. Okay, wait a minute. What are you missing at the end of that problem? There you go. Okay, should we try the next one? Will you go ahead and read number 5 for me?
4 jumped to
The
pond. It jumped 4 kid steps. Then it jumped 6 kid steps. How many kid steps did the frog jump?
Okay, what should we do?
Where's the next one? That's 4.
It's right here. Kind of blends in, doesn't it? Where's our key word?
But we underline that way.
We gotta underline it, but we gotta find it first. This isn't a word that we've underlined before. There'll be a new one. Very good. Many.
Right here.
Right there. You see that? We're gonna do how many? This is the one we're gonna underline. Okay. Should we set up our problem?
So 6.
Well, let's take a look. If it's asking for how many, are we adding or are we subtracting?
Subtraction. Adding.
We're gonna add.
So 4 plus 6. Uh-oh.
What?
I forgot to do.
You can put it on the bottom. You can put the 6 on the bottom. There you go.
10 minutes.
My,
Okay, you want to go ahead and start solving that? Let's see what we got.
I need your exact passing. The one that farthest.
Okay, let's try. Okay, hold on. We're going to look again. It's okay. Let's go ahead and get 4 bears for me. Okay, now let's get 6 bears. So,
And should go get some sanitizer too, kiddo.
okay. Wait. Would you like to try the next one? Or would you like to wait?
Try the next one.
Okay, you want to try it on your own? If I help you read it, do you want to try it on your own? Okay, let me read this one for you. A squirrel jumped 6 craft sticks. A rabbit jumped 9 craft sticks. How much farther did the rabbit jump than the squirrel?
I'm going to do this Oh yeah, this is for you. Wait, I'm already done.
Okay, so we got 4 bears here. Let's count out 6 more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so here's all of our things. We're adding, so let's go ahead and add all these up. Okay, do we see that keyword in there? Okay, do you want me to reread it to you? Okay, here we go. Okay, did you get a different number this time?
This number already went.
Let's try this again. Okay, let me read it really quick. A squirrel jumped 6 craft sticks. A rabbit jumped 9 craft sticks. How much farther did the rabbit jump than the squirrel?
Farther.
Farther. There we go. Let's go ahead and underline that one.
Where's
Okay, so can you count these with me?
1, 2, 3, 4. I was thinking of that. 7, 8, 9.
Okay, wait a minute. Somehow, okay, let's try this. 3, 4. Okay, here's 4. Let's count out 6. 6. Okay. These ones are just extras. Okay, let's take a look at these. Let's count these and see what our answer is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There you go. Okay, so now what do you do?
Minus.
Well, yeah, you're right. You minus. You're subtracting. Sorry, I didn't see what you were waiting for, but yes, you're correct. Okay, I'm going to read this one to you, and I want you to try this one. Okay. A squirrel jumped 6 craft sticks. A rabbit jumped 9 craft sticks. How much further did the rabbit jump than the squirrel? So what's the first thing we should do with this one? What's the next step? Oh, but we're missing something in your reading. In your story problem. What else do we do with it? We circle and then we underline. Do we see that keyword we need to underline? Let me reread it to you. A squirrel jumped 6 craft sticks. A rabbit jumped 9 craft sticks. How much farther did the rabbit jump than the squirrel? Okay, do you want to write that problem out for me? I forget I'm reading. Okay, hold on just a second. We're going to put the largest one first. Okay, can I see your last problem? Can I see how you did? Okay. Okay, very good.
And we move on to this one.
Okay, so let's go ahead and solve that. Okay, wait a minute. How many do we have there?
9.
Can I take a peek? I think you count in an extra one. Yep, we counted an extra one. Let's put that green one back. We don't need that green one. Okay, so we started with 9, and then how many are we subtracting?
6.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to hold your papers for a minute. Okay, I'm going to tell you a word, and you're going to tell me if it means add or subtract, okay? If I say the word farther, what does that mean? See the word farther.
Add. Subtract. Subtract.
In all. How many
Add.
in all? Very good, add. Okay, I think we're done.